Happy New Year from the Feeble Corns of Florida at this moment.
Oh, it'll still be Florida.
For a little while longer.
Years.
We thought we'd try something different, so we write our stories about things we've done, but honestly, we've kind of spent the last month just sitting down in Florida, relaxing here at our casita, so there haven't been a lot of adventures to talk about. We thought we would try maybe doing quick video logs each week, or vlogs, to just kind of keep in touch with people and see what we're up to. This week in review, things that we have done this past week. We went hiking on the Van Fleet Trail, which is an old railroad trail through Polk City. It runs about 20 miles is my understanding. They removed the railroad tracks, laid down some asphalt, and you can just go out on the trail and right through nature. Some of it is over marshland, some of it through cow pastures. I understand you can go through citrus groves at one point, but we haven't seen them. Coach updates. So a lot of our time in Florida is spent getting ready to hit the road again. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to keep the coach functional. So this week we took it in for servicing, had the oil change, generator serviced. 2 weeks from now we'll go in for a brake check. Had a little surprise yesterday, ended up with a flat tire and got to buy a new tire. Well, tire on a rig is one of 6, and each one of them is about $800, so wasn't looking forward to that expenditure. Fortunately, we have a tire guard that we purchased, an extended warranty, so we're going to see what that covers. We'll give feedback on that for fellow RVers later. I know they charged us for about $1,000 to get the tire guard and said it covers any kind of road hazard.
There's a screw in the tire, and we had to buy a new one.
We did get Mary's office all finished today, and I'm going to show some pictures here of what we've got. Put the shelving together so we could hide more goop behind her, but it actually opened up not having all the bunks there, so monitors are permanently mounted to the wall in a desk area, and Mary's got her area for whiteboarding and video chatting. And what else do you do in there? What do you do?
I work. Right now I'm on lunch break, but yes, I work. Let's just put it that way.
Other than that, we still have some work that needs to get done. We need to cut a roof vent into a roof, and we're working on options for solar panels so that we can do a little more boondocking this year.
Yes.
How about our travels coming up?
Okay, so we know that we want to head out west. We'll be heading out sometime in early March, heading toward Texas. But we want to do the southwestern states for the year. And so we both have been going through putting in where we want to visit, things that we want to do, different types of experiences. Steve seems to have everything to do with aliens.
It's aliens in the Southwest. Roswell, New Mexico. We're going to go suck down a beer at the little alien. We're going to see where the official UFOs landed that they'll reveal shortly, and we'll go from there. Mary wants to do the loftier goals of like the balloons over the desert. You know, I figure if you have to fall out of a balloon, a desert's a good place to go. Less chance of power lines and...
Yeah. So, all of the national parks. We're really looking forward to the southern Utah parks. So
part of what we do to plan for the trips is we actually open up Google Maps, and then we start just listing everywhere that we want to go. It has a neat feature in there where you can make layers, and we put through, all the national parks that we want to go to, all the state parks that we want to do,
presidential
libraries, family that will be dropping by. And I'll impose the map here. If you look at the map, as you add each of those, it just adds a cluster of dots. Once the cluster of dots is there, then it's easy enough to start saying, okay, well, I see the route I want to pick, and you start picking out the route that you would travel to go to these. With that in mind, then you start planning on your campgrounds that you visit and where you'll be staying during that period and how long you want to go. So this is our current plotted map, and we'll keep adding to it.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a just a lot of places that we want to go and visit. And we know that we're not going to get it all done this year. So we'll be spending some extra time out in the West. Actually are hoping to travel up into Alaska in 2019 for an entire summer. So we'll be spending next winter out west and maybe even the next 3 or 4 years. We'll kind of just see how it goes.
Which ties into our other announcement for the week. We're selling the casita.
Yay!
So our home base in Florida, we started out thinking when you start traveling, you need a home base. Realistically, you do. You need somewhere where you can go and perform maintenance and just have a month or a month off the road, month and a half off the road to get this stuff done.
For some reason, felt that we needed a home base. So we purchased the casita, did some work on it, fixed it up. It's we've been renting it out for the past year. It's done really well, rent-wise.
But
it's
we
just
also,
that,
we realized in November it was time to head south. And we said, where do we go? And the answer was casita, because you own the casita. So rather than coming back here to Florida every year, if you're already, say, in California, you want to do Arizona or New Mexico, or we want to run down into Mexico, those are other options. So rather than always coming to Florida, this opens us up again.
Right. So excited to see the casita go. A little bit more freedom. Didn't like how we had minimized everything so well when we left Columbus, and then we started tacking more things back into our lives. Golf
trailers,
trailers,
motorcycle.
So not exactly the way we want to go with things right now.
So those are going up for sale, and hopefully they'll all disappear, and we'll be back to a camper and a Jeep.
Yes, and 2 kayaks
that we don't use.
They're sitting there. There's a lake right there.
So that's it for this week. Appreciate you guys checking in with us and hope this was interesting at least.
Yeah, please leave your comments. Also, anyone that or everyone that provided some suggestions for travel, really appreciate it. So any other locations that you're like
come to mind?
Yep, please.
We
Please,
really enjoy the off the beaten path ones. I mean, everybody says go to the Grand Canyon's a great example. Yes, everyone goes to the Grand Canyon. It's beautiful. But the things we really look for is what is the most unique thing you could do at the Grand Canyon? Is it riding a donkey down the side of the Grand Canyon? Is it maybe hang gliding over the side of a canyon? Rappelling down a wall. Those are the experiences we like to look for. So if you have any suggestions like that, be grateful. So farewell for this week.